Well, Keith, you know what's fun about the law of averages is there's the high and the low, and then really and here we are in winter. We're finally getting the winter we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I meant to check where we are on February to date, like, you know, top 5 warmest, top 10, or where, because we at the end really took a turn, and we're going into March that way too. So we've got a nice bright day today, but it was cold this morning. A lot of us dropped below zero. We're in the 20s for the most part now, and a couple of 30s out there. Here's a look at the radar. Now, this storm had a lot of potential, and I'm not saying it's not going to snow, because we're going to see a decent amount, but it had potential to be a real big storm. Kind of mid last week, it looked like it could be. Well, what changed between that and the forecast I'm going to show you? The biggest thing is you can see the northern extent of it. We have winter weather advisories for south of Bangor. This is a bigger storm down in Massachusetts, winter storm warnings there down into southern Vermont. And the reason for that was because we lost the coastal support for this storm. So the reason it had a lot of potential is at one point this coastal low was here, and our upper level low was back here, and that's a really good setup. You get the coastal low snow plus the upper level support keeps the snow kind of going between the two lows. But over time, this trended farther and farther south, so that's Connecticut and Rhode Island storm. But for us, it's too far away to give us support. So what we're really dealing with here is that upper level low and a trough behind it. And that's why snowfall totals, although they will be accumulating and plowable, are not as big as they could have been because that coastal low is to our south. So what does that all mean? Well, late tonight we start to break out into some snow. Temperatures are going to be in the teens though, most of the night single digits, so it's a light fluffy snow initially. Particularly along the coastline we see snow through early tomorrow morning. This is 7 o'clock and you can see not everybody is getting in on the snow, but the snow fills in through the middle of the day, and some of our best snow will happen during the day, which causes some issues along the coast because surface temperatures will be between 32 and 34. And you can accumulate snow at that temp, but it's not super efficient. So that'll keep totals down a little bit there. Farther inland, we're right around 30 degrees. It's snowing efficiently through tomorrow afternoon, through tomorrow night, through about at least midnight, and then this thing's out of here by Wednesday morning, 5, 6 in the morning, and we're quiet for a little bit. There's a storm right behind that, though. So it's broad, but I think it makes sense, 3 to 6 inches. There's some conversation in our weather office about whether or not we're going to add maybe a little bullseye, Bridgeton, Freiburg, back into kind of the Meredith, New Hampshire area. So I'll keep an eye on that, and you'll see it later today if we decide to add that bullseye. But I think generally this is a fair place to be because we'll have different ratios, and it's not a particularly heavy storm system, lower amounts north of Millinocket there. Okay, we've got another system that comes through after that. It's Wednesday night, Thursday. Not a huge deal, but a little mixing along the coast and maybe several more inches of snow into the foothills and mountains. And then another one for Friday night, Saturday. This one is a larger storm. It's a nor'easter type. But again, is it southern New England storm or is it ours? Active here for sure. Big snowflakes tomorrow, even though it's just kind of a slow burn situation. It's not really all that heavy at any given time. And then morning rain and snow mix on Thursday. That doesn't look like a big deal, but several more inches possible inland. And then our next storm's Friday night into Saturday. We should be able to clear out by Sunday, and we'll see. I think, you know, what this storm ends up doing, Brian, will kind of write the story of this week, because if that one's south and it's not a big deal, then we basically had, 3 to 6 inches.
Right.
If we get this one plus that one, then it'll be quite a snowy
change
week
quite a
here.
bit.
Yeah.
All right. Good thing we'll see you all week.
Yeah. Very
Updates
exciting.
every day. All right. Thanks, Keith.